Any last words? Well, why would they say that? I don't know, but like, Josh, you're dying. Why? Why you? Why now? It's such a cruel, cruel world. No, it should be like, I should go. Just die. I should do that. I should ask someone to engrave a picture of Shepard's face on my tombstone and just write I should go underneath it. Okay, that was a bit of a weird conversation. It dragged on. Hey Garrus, wanna be gay? It would get me out of a tight scenario from upstairs.
Commander, good to see you.
At least it would take my mind off things, but at least you're a cool guy.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Oh
well,
god.
Not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Why is it always about CSEC with you? Can't you tell me about something like the Turian War or whatever? You were in that, the First Contact War, right?
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember the Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Oh, how so?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Wow, that's a bit weird. Why'd you jump to that conclusion?
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
Whoa, okay. Maybe you were right and I was wrong.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Wow. Krogan testicles. That's a nice speech option you're giving me there, BioWare. And I think I'm going to take it.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Okay.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
So Krogan have 4 testicles. I think I already knew that fact in the back of my mind, but bringing it up now just seems like ringing a bell that shouldn't have been rung. But anyway, what was I saying? I was thinking of saying something, but okay. What did you do? I thought you were going to say oh yeah, I thought you were going to say Krogan testicles were a nice cuisine in the Citadel. I'll be like, okay, that's enough info. TMI, man.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
And what was that?
Good thinking. Blackies are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
And that's disgusting.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Well, thanks for coming up with this dev team. I really appreciate that.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Oh, fuck off.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
His voice just went really quiet. What was that about? What? Why would I say that? I already know what he just said.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. You just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
Idiots.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're right. Why would I say you're wrong? You're right. Jesus.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Okay, I think I'm done talking to
I
you.
gotta go.
Kind of
Come
feel sick now, thanks for that. Okay, Rex, you're next in line. You don't really do much or talk about much, and last time I tried to talk to you, fate interrupted our conversation.
What do you want, Shepard?
A personal inquiry, please, with no full stop.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Elaborate, please.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Oh, that's not too big of a reason. You could have done without those things.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Oh, really?
What happened?
I was betrayed.
Oh, God.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
And ... Oh, there's 4 dots. ...
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for 1 generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
And what about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Why is that risky? I don't understand.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Oh yeah, it's his dad. He had to kill him, didn't he?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
That's a bit sad, actually.
So long, Rex.
Well, that was a bit abrupt ending, but that's a bit sad. Sorry about that, Rex. Didn't want to bring that up.
Commander?
I'm not a commander. I'm a princess.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We lost a lot of the colonists. I don't see how we could have done more, but I still feel bad about it.
What?
I mean, we are out here to protect them.
We lost a lot of content. How could we have done more? Oh, not slaughtered them, yeah.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink.
No,
Bit
you're
of
bloody not.
celebration, if you're interested.
You're on duty for the rest of your life. Who told you you could not? No. No. What are you? No.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Ask me what? What was the question? Apparently I'm flattered, but I'm not, so why?
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's
Lens
not really
flare.
a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family.
Oh, for God's
Commanders
sake.
always find out. It's not in my files or something?
You always go on about your bloody files.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war.
Here we
The
go.
only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Oh, I see.
You're blacklisted because of your grandfather's cowardice.
Cowardice. That's what the Terra Firma party calls it. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Oh, well. Fuck investigating. You deserve better. Well, you don't, but you go ahead.
He refused
Why
to
not?
sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a
Try and
sword to
feel
save
good
face
about
for him?
yourself.
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
There's just the option on this. Yes! I'm like, oh great, I can do that. Of course not.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Really?
Dismissed, Chief.
Thanks.
Sir.
Don't talk to me like that, and don't call me Skipper either, because that's just annoying. Okay, there's one person left on the list, and they have to be the most boring, don't they? Or at least they were the last time. Tally, the bloody engineer, who never stops going on about the flotilla and her bloody family and stuff.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better from whatever it was you were feeling down about.
Good to see you
Homesickness.
smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Well, you know, you could probably get some higher res armor. That'd probably suit you, wouldn't it? Don't worry, you will apparently. No, you won't. Like what?
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
I don't have time for this. Bitch slap. Like, pick her up by the fucking neck and swing her into the Mass Spec core.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Oh, that's not pressure at all. Your royalty? No, that's not the same. Well, I kind of didn't even read this, and it's exactly what I just said, so I guess I'm going with it.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Get better res armor. What if we save the galaxy then?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you
Well,
have to
they're insulting.
understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
Okay, I don't have time for this, so what's the answer?
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Oh god. This is going to become a side quest. There's a lens flare.
See you later.
They're everywhere and I forget to point them out. Oh, blimey. That was an event. Jeez, I didn't realise how fucking long I took to talk to the bloody team. It's now 4:30. Criminy. God, what an event that was. Okay, well, that was Talk to the Crew edition number 3, because I think we've done it a few times before. Just realised Liara comes on quickly, doesn't she? No, that's not a double entendre. Just fuck. I wasn't anticipating that until like at least Vermeer. But, well, I'm falling asleep right now, guys, so I'm not going to edit this right now and then render it overnight. I'm going to bugger and leave it and do it some other time. So, let's save on camera before someone yells at me. Because I've had it before, so I'm not making the mistake twice. At least there were no big black blobby people this time around, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video set, or whatever the hell parts of the videos you even watched. Hope you didn't disregard my annotations and just think they were annoying and click off them, because those are time consuming to remember to do, so yeah. That was just a random little expression of what I think. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all whenever I decide to record next. Have fun until then, and don't die, because that would be bad. Bye.